Hello, and welcome to Tour Talks. And are we finally going to see Oxford United complete the Kassam Stadium after 24 years? The home of Oxford United is renowned for its lack of fourth stand, and is sometimes even mocked by rival supporters. But with the club's recent promotion to the Championship, could this be about to change? Well, maybe. There are a number of reasons why this may happen, but there are also an equal number of reasons why it might not. Now, during the 2023-24 season, Oxford averaged around 9,000 at home games. The Kassam Stadium holds 12,500 fans, so when you take into consideration that in the upcoming season, Oxford will be playing the likes of Sheffield United, Leeds United and Norwich City, you have to consider that there's going to be a massive increase in the number of fans attending home games, and it wouldn't surprise me if they averaged around 11,500, 12,000 fans. And those numbers are assuming that Oxford have an average season. If we see a situation where Oxford do well and they're fighting for a playoff place, we may well see that number grow, and we may even see the Kassam Stadium full to capacity on some occasions. Now, I would imagine that even if Oxford don't have a very successful season and just manage to survive in the Championship, that the owners would be looking to build that fourth stand regardless, to make sure that they have enough seats to cater for demand as and when those big games come. Now, all this points to Oxford United finally finishing the Kassam Stadium, but as with anything in life, it's never as straightforward as that. Unfortunately, the club's lease at the Kassam Stadium comes to an end in 2026, and the club aren't even going to attempt to renew that lease. In fact, they've already released plans for a brand new stadium, and if I'm honest, I don't really blame the club. If I was an Oxford fan, I would be happy to see the back of the Kassam Stadium. You have to remember that the club has spent most of their time in the lower divisions of English football during their time at the Kassam Stadium, and it's been riddled with issues for most of its life. Even in the construction phase, the club ran out of money, which massively delayed the construction of the stadium and ultimately scaled back the full plans of the stadium, which is why we see an empty space behind one of the goals today. So with a brand new stadium in the works, the club simply aren't going to spend money on a brand new stand only for it to be ripped down in 2 or 3 years' time. But all this doesn't necessarily mean we aren't going to see a fourth stand be built at the Kassam Stadium. Now, all this points to me towards a temporary stand being built, very similar to what Bournemouth did when they had their sudden rise up the leagues. I don't think it has to be anything grand or even necessarily that big. Even a temporary stand that holds around 2,000 would probably do Oxford United. But I do believe the club will only act on this if they survive in the Championship. As of yet, nothing's been announced from the club of their intentions to do anything like this before the start of the season. But who knows, maybe something could happen. We all know how quick these temporary stands can be built. I'm pretty sure, if memory serves me right, that Blackpool did build one of these temporary stands on their east side at Bloomfield Road in time for the start of their Premier League campaign. But only time will tell what happens with the Kassam Stadium. Don't forget to let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you're an Oxford United fan, what are your thoughts? Would you rather stay at the Kassam Stadium, or are you happy to see the back of it? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next Tour Talks.